Okay, so let's start now with the statistics. And the first question is about the arithmetic average or the mean. Okay, so it is, the mean is the sum of the values divided by the number of the values. So I'm going to have a group of numbers. I'm going to add them together and then divide them by how many values I have here. Okay, so you're familiar with this equation, I guess, right? Okay, so who wants to do question 1? Find the arithmetic average or the mean of the numbers 2, 5, and 8. Anyone? You can try and do the equation above. Ammar, you want to try? Okay, yalla Noura.
Okay, so we add the numbers, so it's 2 plus 5 plus 8, which is 15, and then we divide 15 by 3, which is the amount of numbers, and that would be 5.
Exactly, Mumtaz. So that would be 5. We added them all together and divided it by the number of the values. Mumtaz. So this is basically the average or the mean, they call it. Okay? So let's move on to the next one. Here they're saying that if the numbers are in arithmetic series, means that they are arithmetic series means like the series that we took in patterns, you know, when we add 2 each time or when we add 1 each time. So here we're mainly talking about the series that we only add 1. Like here, for example, in the question, they're saying find the arithmetic average from 11 to 15. So the arithmetic series that we're going to have is 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, plus 1 each time. So this is called arithmetic series. Okay, so how do we do it? There is an easier way than adding them all together. Instead, we're going to add the first number plus the last number and then divided it by 2. Okay, so let's see who wants to do this question. Anyone, guys? It's really easy. Yes, Vital.
Find the arithmetic average from 11 to 15. So we're going to add 11 and 15. It's going to be 26. And then we divide by 2, which is 13.
Exactly, Mumtaz. And then we're going to divide it by 2, which equals to 13. So now I know that the average here, or the mean, is 13 by just adding them both together and then dividing it by 2. Mumtaz. This only applies if it was an arithmetic series, if there is a pattern in increasing. Okay? Mumtaz. Yalla, question 3, the median. So what is the median? Anyone knows? What does median mean? Yes, Noura?
Okay, so you order the numbers from least to greatest, and then you get the number in the middle.
Exactly. So it is the number in the middle if the sequence was arranged, like as they said, as they say here, ascending or descending order. Ascending from smallest to largest, descending from largest to smallest. Okay, so Mumtaz. So here we want to find the median of the numbers 2, 7, 1, 4, and 3. Anyone has an idea? How do we do this question? How can we find the median here? Amira? Can you do this question? Yeah.
Is it 7?
Yeah, so here let's first we need to arrange it in ascending or descending order. So we're starting from the smallest till the largest. So let's arrange them first. So what will the sequence be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
4 and 7, exactly. Now, looking for the median, what we do easily, or so that you don't get lost, you delete the first number with the last number. The next number with the second to last, okay? And you do this in the sequence, especially if it was tall, until you find the remaining number. So here the median will be
3.
3, exactly. Okay. So that's basically how do we find the median. Here I had one number as the median, but let's see here in the next series. Anyone can help me find the median? Ammar, you want to try?
I think the answer would be 7 or 3 because the median is always the middle number.
Okay, so let's arrange it. Okay, do not forget to arrange the sequence first. So how are we gonna arrange them? From the smallest to the largest?
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. Okay, so how are we gonna find the median now?
The median is in the middle, so it's 5.
So, okay,
Or 4 and 6.
Mumtaz. Yeah, so we're gonna have to delete those together. And now I have two numbers. I'm not gonna delete them both because like this, we're not gonna have a median. So what we're gonna do is take the two numbers and then getting their average. Okay, so as you said, here 4 plus 6 over 2 equals 5. Okay, so if I have a sequence where in the middle there is two numbers, I take them and I take the average of them, and now I have the median, which is 5. Okay, so is that clear? Okay, is it clear, guys? Please,
Yes.
I want you to participate with me. Okay, يلا ممتاز. So that's how we find the median. We knew how to find the mean. Here, there is a note telling us that if the numbers are in arithmetic sequence, then the mean will equal to the median. Okay, the median would be the same as the mean. So if you see here an example here in this question, when I wrote it 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. If I want to find the median, I'm going to do the same here, deleting them, and then I find the middle number. When you can see here, it is the same as the mean that we calculated, okay? So if you have a numbers in arithmetic series or arithmetic sequence, the mean will equal to the median, okay? Is that clear? Anyone has any questions? Okay. Let's go to the next one, which is the mode. The mode here is, it's said that it is the most frequently occurring value. Sometimes there is more than one mode, sometimes there is none. So in the series, they're asking about how frequent this number was repeated, okay? So the most repeated number is considered the mode. And sometimes I can have more than one if the numbers were repeated equal times. Okay, so here let's see the first example. Who can find the mode of these numbers? Deem, do you want to try? يلا ريتال.
It's going to be 2 because it's the repeated number.
Exactly, ممتاز. It's going to be 2 in here because it is repeated 2 times. ممتاز. So it's going to be 2. And the next example, what is the mood going to be? Anyone? Leah, do you know the mood here?
Wouldn't it be 2 and 3?
Yes, exactly. It's going to be 2 and 3. As we said, it can be more than one mood. So here, 2 and 3, they were repeated the same times. ممتاز. So these are basically the terms or the terms that you need to know about statistics. The mean or the average, the median, and the mood. These 3 are the basics of statistics, okay? So now we're going to solve some questions about statistics and data analysis. So let's see here the first question. Anyone can read the first question for me? Maria, could you read it?
What is the arithmetic average of the numbers between 1 and 225? 255.
Yeah. So here, they're asking about the average, which is the mean. So, how am I going to find the answer here? Do you have any idea?
We add the 2 and then we divide it by 2.
Exactly, ممتاز. We're going to add the 2 and then we're going to divide it by 2. Why? Because it's an arithmetic series, صح? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is an arithmetic series. So we're adding them. So what is the answer going to be?
128.
Exactly, ممتاز. It's going to be 128. The answer will be B. Excellent, Maria. Okay. Yalla, let's go to the next question. Question 2. Anyone can read the question? Deem, do you want to read it?
If the arithmetic average of the number is 12, 8, x, 5, 10 is 9, then the mode for these numbers.
Okay. So first, if I want to find the mode of these numbers, I need to know what is x, right? So that I can know, yeah. So how am I going to find x? Do you have any idea? Here, they told us that the average is 9 for these numbers. So here, what we're going to do, let's see. What we are going to do is write the equation of the average, okay? So we know that the average is the sum of the numbers. So it is 12 plus 8 plus x plus 5 plus 10 over what? Over what, team here? I'm going to write over the number of these numbers. So how many numbers do we have?
6.
Here it is 5, right? The series, the group of numbers I have is 5. So the denominator would be 5. Okay, so and equals to 9. So this is the equation of the average. And now I just have to solve for x. So what are we going to do here?
divide.
Yeah. First, we're going to remove the 5. So I'm going to multiply 5 by each side. And then I'm going to have these numbers. Okay. And 9 times 5 is 45. And the sum of these numbers is what? Yes, Dean? Okay. So here it's going to be 20 plus 15, so it's going to be 35. So 35 plus x equals 45. And then x would equal to 10. Okay, so now I know that x equals 10. So here, if I write that x is 10, I have 12, 8, 10, 5, 10. Then the mode will be what? Anyone?
10.
10, exactly, ممتاز. So the mode will be 10. Okay. So, do you understand the question? Is it clear?
Yes, Miss, but I have a question.
Yes.
Why did we use that equation if it's the equation for the mean and we're trying to find the mode here?
Okay, so how do we find the mode? If we have all the numbers, right? I need to have all the numbers in front of me to see which one is repeated more. Okay, so we need to find that is missing. And they gave us an information, or they gave us that the average of them equals to 9. So I use that to find x, because I need to find x. When I found x, now I can find the mode. I can find the mode. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, excellent. Now we're looking here at a chart. Okay? So there are some questions that are going to include charts or graphs that you need to take information from. Okay, so basically you have to know how to read a graph or to read a chart. And we know that here it is the title of the graph. Here it is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. And if I want to know, for example, in 2012, I'm going to see what is the number in the y-axis. So that's simply a brief idea of how to read a graph. Okay. So they're telling us that there are a couple of questions about this graph that we need to answer. So the first question here is, the highest spending year is? So which one do you think the highest spending year? Yes, Haida?
2014. Sorry, I joined late. The link wasn't working.
حياك الله مو مشكلة. Okay. 2014 is right, because we see here that it is the highest and it meets 90 approximately. Okay, so it is the highest of all years. And the lowest spending year would be what? Yes, Rital?
2015.
2015, excellent. We see here that it is nearly 25 million. Okay, so you're right. Yeah, we have to put in mind also that it's in millions, because that might confuse you in some questions. Okay, so find that these 25 millions. Okay. Now, the next question asks about the total expenses of the institution. I want the total expense. So how am I going to find the total expense? Anyone? غير حيدر? Amira, do you know how? Okay, so simply, since they are asking for the total, I'm going to see each one and each year, and I'm gonna add the expenses of each year together, and I'm going to have the total. So here in 2010, it was what?
40 million.
40. ممتاز. 40 million. 2011.
About like 70, I think.
70, yes. Okay. The next one, it is
80,
80. ممتاز. 2013.
40,
40, yes. 2014.
90,
90, yeah, ممتاز. And 2015.
25 or 30.
Yeah, 25, nearly. Okay, so now that I have all the numbers, all I do is add them together because that's what the question is asking for me. So what's going to be the answer here? When I add them together, it's going to be D, ممتاز. 345 million.
How
Okay.
did you find that? Did you
Huh?
add them? Did you add them?
Yeah, simply. You're going to add them. The total expense, they're asking about the total, the sum of them. So I had each year and then I added them all together. Okay, excellent. Yalla. So with that, this is basically the stat. What you need to know and put in mind, the three main principles that we talked about, the mean, the median, and the mode, and the arithmetic series. The equation for the arithmetic series mean, which is adding the first number and the last number together and dividing by 2. Okay, and how to read charts. So we're gonna see charts again later on, but that's just briefly. Okay?
Yes.
Yes?
Miss, I joined kind of late. Can you